Have you noticed how some people stay steady during hard times, while others struggle more deeply with sadness or depression? We all face stress, heartbreak, and setbacks, but we don't all react the same way. A big part of that difference comes from personality. You may have heard of systems like Myers-Briggs or the Big Five. How you think and act, they also influence your mental health. Today, we're focusing on the traits that consistently help protect people from depression and support overall well-being. The surprising part is which trait matters most and what you can do with that insight, even if it is not your natural strength. Let's start with a quick refresher. The Big Five model breaks personality into 5 broad dimensions: openness, curiosity, imagination, creativity, conscientiousness, discipline, responsibility, organization, extroversion, sociability, energy, enthusiasm, agreeableness, warmth, empathy, cooperation, neuroticism, emotional sensitivity, stress reactivity, moodiness. This framework came from researchers studying thousands of words people use to describe each other. Over time, those descriptions clustered into these 5 core traits. The model has been tested across many cultures and continues to hold up, which is why psychologists still rely on it today. It is not perfect. Some newer models add traits like honesty or humility. Still, the Big Five remains a very useful starting point for understanding not only who you are, but how you respond to stress. Before we reveal the most protective trait, let's look at the ones most strongly linked to depression.
High neuroticism is one of the strongest predictors of anxiety and depression. People who score high here tend to worry more, ruminate longer, and feel emotional setbacks more intensely. Low conscientiousness often shows up as difficulty with routines, procrastination, and disorganization. Over time, that lack of structure can make life feel chaotic and overwhelming, which increases stress. Low extroversion is not a flaw. Many introverts thrive. But lower social engagement can increase the risk of loneliness, and loneliness is a powerful predictor of depression across all ages. None of this means you are stuck. Personality is not fate. What matters most is awareness. If you know you tend toward high neuroticism, tools like cognitive behavioral strategies, grounding techniques, and mindfulness can help interrupt cycles of overthinking. If conscientiousness is a challenge, simple systems like planners, checklists, reminders, and small routines can create the stability your mind needs. If you are more introverted, maintaining even 1 or 2 close relationships can protect you from loneliness, just as well as having a large social circle. So, which personality trait actually protects people from depression? Most people guess confidence, optimism, or creativity. The real answer is much quieter and less flashy. It is conscientiousness. The trait linked to discipline, organization, and follow-through turns out to be one of the strongest buffers against depression across cultures, ages, and studies. Why? Because conscientious people build stability into their lives. They create routines. They plan ahead. They stay organized. They take care of themselves even on days they don't feel like it. These habits sound simple, but they create built-in safety nets. Conscientious people tend to use more effective coping strategies, feel less overwhelmed by daily responsibilities, and recover faster from stress.
This does not mean they never struggle. No one is immune to depression. But statistically, they are less likely to sink as deeply, and they often bounce back more quickly. What if conscientiousness is not your strength? You do not need to be naturally conscientious to benefit from it. You can borrow the habits that make this trait so protective. Start by breaking tasks into very small steps. Instead of clean the room, start with throw away trash. Instead of write the paper, start with open the document. Use external structure if internal structure feels hard. Timers, planners, alarms, and focus apps can support your daily flow. Build simple routines around basic wellness. Regular sleep, meals, movement, and social contact are powerful for mental health. Choose one and make it non-negotiable. Create accountability. Tell a friend your goal, join a group, or track progress in a journal. Accountability turns intention into action. If you struggle with mood, motivation, or consistency, you are not behind and you are not hopeless. There is a path forward. Your personality influences how you respond to stress, but it does not define your limits. Self-awareness allows you to work with your tendencies instead of feeling trapped by them. When you understand what helps you, what drains you, and what strengthens you, you can build a life that feels more stable, grounded, and true to you. So here's a question for you. Which personality trait helps you most in your daily life?